Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. My name is AS and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today's video will be a review for the first major Nintendo Switch semi-exclusive in 2021. I'm saying that it is semi-exclusive because a majority of it can be technically played on the Wii U, although the Switch version adds more content in addition to a whole other campaign that deviates in terms of gameplay. Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury aims to cater towards the fans of the 3D Mario games for the Nintendo 3DS, as well as Super Mario Odyssey, which is currently available on the Nintendo Switch. How does it stack up? Is it worth a purchase? Time to find out. Without further ado, let's review Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury, which was released this year and it is generally an exclusive for the Nintendo Switch. Story. As straightforward and simple as it may be, the Super Mario games have never been about the story. They have always focused on the gameplay. With that being said, this game, which consists of two campaigns, consequently includes two different narratives, so let's talk about them. In Super Mario 3D World, you are informed by a fairy that Bowser is up to his shenanigans again, kidnapping other fairies. You are tasked with saving them. It is a typical Mario plot, but here you save fairies instead of the usual Princess Peach. In Bowser's Fury, you are actually approached by Bowser Jr. of all creatures, who is telling you that his father has gone mad with power and you are tasked with stopping him and calming him down. I'm glad to see that both stories have different purposes, and all in all, they are serviceable for a Mario game. Visuals and audio design. When Super Mario Odyssey was released back in 2017, I was blown away by the art style of the game. That feeling is the same with Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury. Everything from the characters, to the enemies and bosses, to the environments, look beautiful. More specifically, two examples that really quote-unquote knocked my socks off were the final stage in Super Mario 3D World and whenever I had the 1 vs 1 battles against Bowser in Bowser's Fury. The graphics are a real treat, both in handheld mode and docked mode. The music and sound designs are great as well, as expected. If you like music from Mario games, you will be okay here. Otherwise, the game won't do anything to change your mind. As a whole, the presentation in Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury is awesome. Gameplay. In order to accurately discuss the game's gameplay, we are going to look at Super Mario 3D World and Bowser's Fury separately, as they both offer distinct gameplay mechanics. Let's start with Super Mario 3D World. This portion of the whole package plays like the typical Mario title. You are introduced to a board for our world map, choose the level, beat it, and proceed to the next stage. You do have to collect stars that will unlock other worlds and levels down the road, but it is rather manageable. Some stars can be tricky to reach or even locate, but Super Mario 3D World offers plenty of stars, so you won't have any big issue when it comes to collecting enough stars to beat the game. As you play Super Mario 3D World, you will stomp on enemies, perform platforming challenges, and access powers that will allow you to shoot fire, throw a boomerang, or completely run through enemies like you don't really care. The cool part about going through these stages is that it can be done locally or online with up to 4 players. I did not test this aspect of the game because I refused to pay for Nintendo's online membership, but I have heard that online play is solid. The game also offers numerous extra stages, which can be incredibly difficult and provide a challenge that the base game generally does not offer. The quote-unquote regular levels are very doable, and the bosses can be too easy at times, especially if you have the right power-ups. If you already played Super Mario 3D World's Wii U version, playing through it online or offline with friends may be the biggest selling point. Regardless if you played the Wii U version or not, Super Mario 3D World is a blast to play. Sadly, the same cannot be said about Bowser's Fury. As I mentioned in the intro of this video, Bowser's Fury plays like Super Mario Odyssey with its open world design. However, there is a major difference between both games. Super Mario Odyssey never felt tedious. Bowser's Fury does. Now don't get me wrong, I enjoyed this add-on experience to Super Mario 3D World for the first few hours. The environments are gorgeous, gaining access to Cat Shrine stars is unique, and simply playing a game that was reminiscent of the fantastic Super Mario Odyssey was a good excuse to give it a try. Nevertheless, there are two problems that create a ceiling for the game and prevent it from reaching greatness. On one hand, Bowser's Fury runs at 30 frames per second in handheld mode, which feels very different after beating the Super Mario 3D World at 60 frames per second. I have always been in the mindset that 30 frames per second is playable, and you can play Bowser's Fury at 60 frames per second in docked mode. but going from 60 to 30 in a matter of a few clicks is very problematic, and it gave me a really bad initial impression of the game. The other issue revolves around the cat shrine stars. Whereas the stars in Super Mario 3D World are plentiful and do not cause any roadblocks if you are careful, the cat shrine stars in Bowser's Fury feel like a chore to collect. This is the whole process. You collect the shrines, fight Bowser, he runs away, repeat. Due to the open world nature of the game and the placement of the shrines in puzzle-centric areas, collecting all of them or even enough to fight Bowser again can be frustrating and boring. I finished Super Mario 3D World in 2 days. I finished Bowser's Fury in 3 weeks. That time difference should tell you everything you need to know. Your experience may differ than mine, but I want to be transparent with you all about my impressions of Bowser's Fury. There is one last aspect of Bowser's Fury that I want to address before we continue with the next portion of this review. When you ultimately fight Bowser, you grow into a giant yellow squirrel and commence to fight the boss. It reminded me of movies like Godzilla King of Monsters because of both Mario's and Bowser's statures, and whenever we fight against each other, Bowser's Fury was marvelous. If only the game's negative did not impact me to this degree, I probably would have liked Bowser's Fury as much, if not more, than Super Mario 3D World. We do have to call spade a spade though. In my opinion, Super Mario 3D World is better, at least gameplay wise, than Bowser's Fury. Fun factor. If you like Mario, you will have fun with this game. From my experience, I enjoyed Super Mario 3D World a lot. As far as Bowser's Fury is concerned, the lower frame rate in handheld mode and the monotonous nature of collecting the cat shrine stars just to fight Bowser once before he disappears made the experience very tedious. I still liked it for the first few hours, but afterwards I was struggling to find it in me to actually finish the game. In the end, Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury is a worthy exclusive for the Nintendo Switch. The different gameplay styles are appreciated, and both of them offer solid experiences. You get a lot of bang for the buck, and if you are remotely interested in Mario, picking up this game, now or at a discount, is a no-brainer. I just wish that switching between Super Mario 3D World and Bowser's Fury in handheld mode wasn't this jarring. It doesn't make the game unplayable, but the switch in frame rate is very noticeable. I will give Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury from 2021 an 8.7 out of 10. Well folks, that's the end of the video. Thank you so much for checking it out. Are you interested in Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury? Have you played it? What did you think about it? Please let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Till next time, have a great day or evening wherever you are. My name is AES, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.